Hello everyone. I'm just deciding to get my, I hope the wind doesn't make it hard for you to hear me. This is just going to be a quick one. Something that's been coming to my mind. First I want to say this is one of the piers that I do my videos from sometimes, but it's closed due to the hurricane. When the hurricane came through here, all of these, what do you call them, piers, there's a lot of them up and down this river. They were completely covered with water, and you can see it's like sunken down on the front right there. So yeah, that's too bad. There was a lot of damage from the hurricane from this river. The river totally overflowed over into the streets. And on my side of the river where I live, let's see, I can't see very well because it's really sunny and bright, but I don't know if you can see that big bridge over there. I live on the other side, and the water went on everybody's piers and into some really nice houses that are on the river. You can see the houses on the river on the other side. Anyway, what I want to talk about is something that just keeps coming to my mind a lot the last few days, is how people treat the people that they love or that are closest to them in their life the worst, it seems. And you know, obviously not everybody's the same, so I can't speak for everyone, but I just see so much of it. So yesterday I was at this sandwich shop, and this woman came in and she was ordering this salad, and she was being super nice and thank you and la 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 to the guy making it. And then her phone rings and she picks it up and she says, "What do you want?" And then I'm like, wow, like that was a switch of attitude. And then she goes, "I'm at the fucking sandwich shop," or whatever. And I'm like, oops, I didn't mean to swear. Actually, I didn't want to swear in this video. Oh well, I guess that's too late. And she hangs up on the person, and I'm like, wow. Like, you know, people are on their best behavior, usually. Again, it's not always true, but people tend to be on their best behavior when they're out in public or around people they don't really know that well. And then the people that they're close to, they have no problem showing their true colors, their true self, their everyday, like their worst side of themselves. They have no problem demonstrating I mean, I guess maybe it's not a bad thing that people are bitchy and rude and really awful to people that they know well. And so I was talking about it to my mom yesterday. I was like, it's so weird. I said, I'm convinced that people really don't like each other. I mean, that's not a good thing to say. I know that's not a good thing to say. But if you think about how many instances where people that know each other well have no problem being awful to each other, saying terrible things, and just treating people like downright crap. It happens all the time. And so then she was telling me, I asked her later, we were just talking, and later I asked her, have you seen that lady from church, some lady that came over once to our house? And she said, yeah. And she goes, I don't know, I guess she's mad at me or something. And I go, why? Because you haven't even seen her. And she said, I don't know why. But I was like, hi, how are you doing? And then she was like being really weird to me, just not being nice and like acting like she was mad. And I was like, you know, and then I said, see, I'm proving my point again. Like, people have no problem just acting. And you know what, everybody, you can have your own ideas of what it is, but to me it's unacceptable to just think that you can treat people lousy because you know them better than you do someone else. And like when you're around people that you don't know, even you would change the way you would like respond to something. Like if you knew the person, you might, you know, say, oh, well, you know, that's a bunch of crap, I don't believe that, or whatever. But then if it's someone you don't know, you wouldn't be so ready just to be judgmental and say something like that. You'd go, oh, really? And you might let that go over your head. Now, my last video, I spoke about saying how you feel, saying what's on your mind, being authentic, going ahead and expressing yourself the way you need to express it. So I know that this might be in a little bit of contrast, but it's actually, I think people should express how they feel, but I feel like, and even if it means like cussing someone out, if it gets to that point, okay, but you have to think about, why did it get to that point where you had to cuss someone out, that you had to just yell at them, that you had to, you know, just be downright rude? Maybe it's because you had just been pushed to your edge, right? And so, you know, you just lose it. But if it's for the reasons that you have not been a good communicator, you have not along the way been openly expressing how you feel about something, or you have not set boundaries and you let somebody overstep their boundaries over and over and over again, that's not necessarily that person's fault. It's your fault for not setting the boundary. It's your fault for letting things be the way they have been for so long. And so, you know, when you snap off at somebody, maybe that's not the exact right way that you should be. Maybe if you set your boundaries ahead of time, when you told people what you expected out of the relationship or the friendship, or, you know, whatever that connection is, that when people know where you're operating from, then they will react to you or respond to you usually the way that they know that they can respond in a way that is acceptable. But if you keep letting people overstep their boundaries and do that stuff, and then you're finally like, I'm sick of this crap, you always do this, but you've been putting up with it for a year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, well, then, you know, you made the bed, you lay in it, and then maybe you blow up and decide you don't want to be around them anymore. That's fine too. But you have to look at all the different aspects. But in general, I think it's really weird that people treat people that they know the most, that are closest to them, that they even love, worse than they would someone they don't know as well, or a stranger. I have certainly been in relationships where I have been totally disrespected. And how I dealt with it, like I was open about that, but I think I needed to deal with it in a better way, and that's all part of growing up too. It's part of learning how to be in relationships and what you put up with and what you don't put up with. And back in those days, like I look back at that now and go, why the hell did I put up with that for so long? Like, no person is worth that. And if I ever have to be insecure about somebody fooling around on me or whatever, like I'm totally never gonna be in a relationship like that, ever. But I know that because my first boyfriend did that to me specifically, that then I had problems trusting other relationships. And of course I attracted other relationships where people were doing that to me, because that was the energy that I was attracting. So it was obviously a lesson that I needed to learn. But you know, with time and growth, and you grow up and you learn more and you love yourself more and you realize how worthy and amazing you are, then your standards raise and you go, I would never ever deal ever with a person that would ever make me feel insecure like that, or that would do that to me. There's just no way I would ever put up with that. And so it, you know, there's the learning too, but the point is that you learn, that you realize what you're getting into and what you're going to put up with and what you're not going to put up with, and not letting it get to the point where you do treat your people that are closest to you the nastiest. Like that's really unacceptable, to treat the people that you're close to just like crap, like walk all over them, treat them like shit because you think you can. and that they let you do that or don't let you do that, but you think it's okay to do that, the people that are closest to us are the people that we should be cherishing and loving and treating with the utmost respect and love and worthiness, and treating them like gold. And I think in our society we have lost track of that. And if somebody is not worth treating like gold that is close to you, then you're ridiculous for keeping that person in your life, in your energy, and dealing with them. Because why would you do that? Now there's something to be said for like-minded people. Now it's not always about, I'm going to find the group of people that thinks just like me so it's easier, but when I say like-minded, I'm talking about people that have the same moral values, that have the same spiritual values, and now moral and spiritual and mental, emotional, physical, all of that stuff. When you say like-minded, it's people that are within the realm, right? Now, I'm not saying that everybody should think the same, believe the same, because certainly even in the realm of spirituality, people believe different things spiritually. Like I teach spiritual concepts and how, I help people to understand their lives so they can gain the clarity and the confidence and the courage to make better decisions for themselves and really get what they want in their lives. And when I see people actually attaining that stuff, it's so exciting. It's so exciting for me and so fulfilling, because everybody can do what they want. And if they have the guidance and the clarity and the courage to do it and the support, then it's totally possible. So everybody has a way to better their lives. But with my teachings, especially when I'm, teaching group things, like whether it's a light activation healing class or one of my webinars or even on this YouTube, I just share how my experience is, how I'm perceiving things, and what I think about it. But it's not to say you should all just go take what I'm saying and make that your belief. I think it's great if you do, but I mean, ultimately, I always say you should see how it feels to you and then base your belief on your situation. And, you might agree with some of it. You may not agree with all of it. It might be different levels. I'm just sharing. I never think that anybody should take what I say and just make it their truth, unless it's something that is true for them. So spiritual concepts, we can all be differing because we're on different points of our path. We all have different experiences. We all have different ways of being in our life. So obviously no two people are ever going to believe the same exact thing. But when you can be in groups of people that actually are working towards the same goals. And so I would say the people that work with me individually or in a group situation on my spiritual journeys or something like that, they're all people that want to move through issues in their lives that they have a hard time moving through, or they're at a breaking point or a turning point in their life where they just know that they have to make a change because they know they're not happy where they're at, and they want to be at a place where they feel good in their life, fulfilled, doing the things that they love, being able to wake up in the morning and be excited about their day and have real goals and just have a love for life. So when I work with people like that and we come together in a group situation, it becomes very powerful because everybody is holding that energy and we're all working towards the same thing, and amazing insights come for everybody, and everybody makes huge progress, whether it's a 3-day trip, a week, or even a 3-week trip. So that I really enjoy that. But we're all at our different levels, and we're all going to have different beliefs, but we are a common thread working towards a common goal with common beliefs about what feels good, whether it's, knowing that you need a deep healing, you need a cleansing, you just want to find what's really true for you in your heart, not what has been created by the people around us or the situations that we've had in our lives, that we can come to who we are and what is important to us and what we want in our lives and work towards that and do that in a group experience, then we become this bonded family. So, you know, my last Bimini trip, I called them #LoveTribe, total love tribe. These people came in and there were people that had dramatic, contrasting beliefs. Like you would think that they would never be in a group setting together, and that, you know, how is this going to work? And within a day, they're like totally loving on each other, and, you know, not like sexual, but loving each other for who they are and where they are in their life, and huge transformation and healing happens, and this strong bond is created. And then you have your, you know, your spiritual or your soul family that you take these friendships into your life with you, and now, you know, I want to hang out with these people more. I want to hang out with these kinds of people more. And then they might come with me to Hawaii and meet new people, or some of the same people are there, and they continue to grow, and their soul families grow, and their friendships grow. And there's something to be said about like-minded. So if there's people in your life that aren't like-minded, at least at some level, at least, you know, at least 75% and up, or, you know, 60's kind of getting low, but 75, okay, you're doing pretty good. But if you're around people that don't believe in that positivity is helpful, or that you can, you know, manifest your dream life, or that you should wake up loving your life every day. I mean, if you're around Debbie Downers and people that are unhealthy, body, mind, or spirit, and you're trying to live your best life, that is obviously very conflicting. So you have to start making some decisions. Are these the kind of people I want to be around or not? Are they going to lift me to the next levels, or are they going to keep dragging me back and keeping me in the old levels or worse? Because it's very frustrating to have that ball and chain on your ankle all the time when you're trying to go forward. And even if you meet a bunch of people that are moving forward, but yet you still have that ball and chain that keeps you from doing what you need to do. And inside you know you want to do it. You know you need to do it. But you just don't have that clarity, confidence, or strength to do it, which is the work I help you with, is gaining that, understanding your life, gaining clarity, getting the confidence, having the courage to do what it takes to finally live the life that is going to be meaningful to you and fulfilling, right? So if you have people in your life that are just treating you like crap, that just have no problem showing you their worst side and just yelling at you or chewing you out or saying whatever they need to say and being unnecessarily mean or unkind, those are the kind of people that are telling you we are not in alignment. So how many times do you have to have someone treat you so bad before you actually do what it takes to get away from that person? And it's really easy to get rid of people like that. I've been doing it left and right. I don't like the way that this is happening. Obviously, we can't change other people, so stop trying to help other people to be happy or change them or get them to realize or teach them. Let people have their path. If they want to be like that, let them be like that. I always say, people that are unhappy have a really hard time being around people that are happy. And people that are, you know, just have a lot of discomfort within themselves, mentally, emotionally, have a hard time with people that are peaceful or want to see the good in life. So you're going to be working against yourself constantly if you're around people like that, and you've got to raise your standard, raise that bar. And on the other side is, where are you doing that to people? Because I know I've certainly done that to people that I love. And I know why, because I would let something go too long, or I would tell them that this is not okay, but they would keep doing it, and I kept putting up with it. So that's my fault. And so I'm at that place where I just don't let that happen anymore, because it happened to me for long enough. Like, you know, I went through a lot of BS, and now it just doesn't happen because I just don't do that. And I have no problem eliminating people from my life if it is going to happen, because you know what? I will not give my energy to anybody who does not you know, respect me or meet me halfway or add any value to my life in any way. Like if somebody isn't there for me, but I'm always there for them, or somebody doesn't understand that they need to be pitching in and helping with something, and they think that it's okay because I've been shouldering it all along, that it's okay that I keep doing that, and they know it's wrong, that's not okay with me. So it's like I set very clear boundaries for myself. If people are not adding positive value to my life, or they're not giving you know, at least almost an even exchange of support, love, whatever it is, then I cut it off, because I don't have time to waste with that. We're not on the same level. We're not on the same vibration. I have my goals. I want to be happy, and I know what kind of people I need to be around in order for that to happen. So this nastiness, treating people badly because that we're close to, thinking it's okay to let our inner devil out because we know the person and we can just get away with treating them like shit or talking shit to them or whatever. Like, that's just BS. Honestly, it's disrespectful at any level. There's no level of that is respectful for yourself to let that nasty thing come out, or for the person that you're treating that way, regardless if they deserve it or you feel like they deserve it or not. The reason why you're letting that out is because you're holding something in and you're not being honest with them, or you are being honest, but they keep not doing the things that you need for yourself, and you're putting up with it. So in some way you're putting up with something, whether it's withholding what you have to say, or not following through with your standard of what you need for yourself. So you've got to be the one to make those decisions and not let that nastiness of yourself come out to the people that you're closest to, or allow people that are closest to you to treat you like that. It's really important. It's really important. Your life and the quality of your life depends on that. So anyway, I'm just busy in the middle of my day. I went to work out this morning and ran an errand. I got to go home, take a shower, and get on with my day. I was just thinking a lot about this the last couple days, so I thought I'd just pull over by the river and give you guys what I got. I hope you're all doing great. And I will, if you're not subscribed, remember to subscribe to my channel. Please like this video if you liked it. And if you love this video, share it. And make a comment below on what you think about what I had to say. I'd love to hear what you think. And keep the dialogue going. Click that notification bell so you know when I come live or upload a new video. And as always, peace out, people. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.